The last.
You're
at least
talking
the last
about
4 years.
reaction to identity politics, dog. Half the people that were tweeting at me in response to what you were saying to me were literal Nazis and white supremacists, like linking
Look,
me.
man, it's this guilt by association shit. Why don't you denounce all the communists in your movement? They
What's
killed
wrong with
100 million people.
Wait,
what's
what is
wrong with communists?
communism?
Is that what you just said?
Wait, what does communism have to do with any of this?
Well, what do Nazis have to do with this?
The people, it's a political
and race ideology. Communism is just an economic thing.
Oh, it's an economic thing. Okay, Nazis were a movement in 1930s.
You're here.
Hey.
What's up?
All right. So all the other soy boys, social, want to argue like morals and dumb shit like that. I'm gonna red pill you on the empirical evidence for socialism.
Okay.
So like, what's the strongest empirical evidence against socialism?
No, I don't think you can.
What would be the strongest empirical evidence for it?
I don't think you have empirical evidence against it. It just doesn't seem like it's been done on like a large level yet.
Oh, sure. So I should clarify. I am a democratic socialist, and I think that the USSR came reasonably close to implementing a bad
market regulation that would prevent that. Like, what is your big problem with socialism? Like, do you not believe in a democratic workplace?
No. I think that it could work. I just don't know if I agree with the abolishment of capital or the abolishment of capitalists. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think owning capital, like unilaterally, it should be bad.
Okay, but what about the means by which you derive that capital? Because theoretically, in democratic workplace, all the workers can get
I'm
together.
okay with
one
reforming.
guy
If we
and
move in
the
directions
CEO
that are empirically
is
proven, I'm fine with that.
But-
That's fine. I'm already in favor of that. I'm already in favor of single payer healthcare. I'm already in favor of greater redistribution of wealth. I'm already in favor of probably like more like worker representation in terms of like unions and whatnot. Like these are policies I'm already fine with. I just don't know why I need to be like a full-on like all labor is exploitative, the fucking proletariat. I don't think I need to go like that full fucking AIDS in order to have those conversations. I can continue to push for programs that maybe move us towards
So
the status
at least
quo.
it's fair to say that you are not like one of these fans of Nicolas Maduro.
No, aren't there like a lot of I've seen reactions to this. Aren't there a lot of like lefty people that are kind of like championing him and saying, well, the U.S. is only trying to kick him out because this is capitalism versus socialism again or something like that. And then some people are getting mad because they're kind of excusing what are probably human rights violations of this guy because he seems to represent lefty.
Yes. I mean, so far your limited perspective matches up with mine, which gets me criticized on a lot.
I'm sorry, guys. Workers are fucking stupid. They are. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know how anybody can disagree with this. I don't know how anybody could work a job and come away thinking, yeah, my fellow coworkers are so smart, I wish they ran the workplace. I don't know who could possibly fucking think this, besides white college kids that haven't worked jobs before. I'm being elitist.
And Glasnost was a collapse. They were like they were not able to bend, so they broke. But the notion that capitalism is somehow responsible for China's growth, well, you could argue that they've traded with capitalist countries, but they've pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. I think China's achievements are an inspiration to the entire world.
I'm kind of curious. In other countries, wait, can I ask him one question?
Let's only address points that
So I'm
making and not.
Well, that I'm more of, if you want me to get really, really explicit, I'm more along the lines of an anarcho-communist. I wouldn't call myself that specifically, but I would say that I trend in that area.
Okay,
I come from the more like contract-oriented, exchange of goods and services, products, labor, etc.
Okay. I just don't see how organizing this company in a different fashion, like the issue that you have with the company of people being susceptible to sensationalist headlines.
I already told you I'm not here to completely defend Vietnam. I'm just here to set the record straight that there's a lot of misinformation about Vietnam, and the capitalist media makes it seem a lot worse than it is. But that's not to say that I will defend every single action that the Vietnamese government does, because I'm not a Marxist-Leninist.
Okay, well then what's the alternative? Because every socialist system has miserably fucking failed, like in a much quicker amount of time than like the capitalist systems we have right now. Like, wait, why would your personal income decline? Because
you lost your job as a union steelworker and you became a stupid Walmart greeter.
Fuck the union steelworkers. I don't want every single working family in America to pay more for all of their goods because we're trying to protect one narrow sect of the economy. Why the fuck should I make every working family in America?
That's why I got big on the internet, is because you guys on the left absolutely suck shit at confrontation. You're not willing to defend any of your ideas. You can't substantiate anything outside of like a huge video circle jerk, and all you do is you mischaracterize the fuck out of everybody that disagrees with you. This is why I got popular. It's because I filled a void that none of you were able to do.
Okay, so what you've done here,
Yep.
shut the fuck up. What you've done here is you've made me tired.
Okay.
Literally laying on his ass, firing shots at people 20 feet away who weren't even moving towards him.
Hold on. Have you watched that video?
I mean, I've watched, I think, that video, yeah.
Can somebody link the second video so that we can watch it together? Because I have no idea what the fuck you are talking about. Hold on.
I'm not defending the shooter running across to some other fucking state so that he can live out his LARPing zombie killing fucking fantasies, alright? And it's the thing that I don't understand is that when I watch so many videos of these protests, you always see these like black kids in the group screaming at everybody. Watch out for agitators. Don't get violent. Don't let people get you off message. Like, this is what I see. And now I'm seeing like fucking videos of like a lot of it with fucking white people running around torching shit. Like, not to mention how selfish that is, because at the end of the day,
come on, Carl, I work too hard for this. You don't even understand nothing. Come on. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right what y'all doing.
As a result of that, let's go over. If you haven't followed my stuff lately, I've been getting to a lot of fights with lefty communities because I noticed that extreme lefty communities oftentimes employ the same rhetorical strategies as communities, blah, blah, blah. Then that became like the new, fun, hip, cool, sexy thing to be. Then after that, that kind of got bored. We got a little bit of centrism coming out. We had the Tim Pools, Dave Rubins, and now we're coming into the era of the online lefties, the champagne socialists, the people that are making so goddamn much money on Patreon, they're embarrassed about it, so they hide. Then they said, we're terminating your agreement, removing your partnership on October 9th.
I think that the examples that you gave.
Oh my god!
Yeah, last night. The examples that you gave,
Holy shit! This is unreal! Are you guys watching this?
Wait.
I can't believe this right now. Why can't you just answer the question? Oh, I think for the I think you're a secret tanky. I do think that. Don't you still have like all that? Like your name is Central Committee. Don't you still have all like that Soviet shit or whatever on your fucking? No, I understand 100%. That's just the fucking answer I'm giving every single fucking time somebody tells me that I think communism is stupid. I understand that the fucking communism, that fucking Das Kapital is not. This is how communism works. It's a critique of capitalism that says that it inevitably lead to the rise of socialism. I know that. I understand that. Do you have an argument for communism and socialism, or did you just come here to drop that totally fucking retarded? I'm banning you because I've literally said multiple times that the shooter is a fucking moron. I've literally said it multiple times. But you can't hear it. You can't hear me saying it because you're so emotionally invested in this. You so want to be anti.
Oh, so you're saying DSA tried to pay you, liar?
No. I'm saying
liar,
I did not saying that. I never said that. I'm saying that if you're gonna make a very strong claim like this, it's obvious that there's. Okay, so I'm Destiny, and I try to make sure that when we talk about breaking news, we're not rattling off some dumbass bullshit that we have no fucking idea what we're talking about. That's what I'm doing tonight.
Destiny, and I'm Nina, and I go through life not being a white piece of shit. Nice to meet you, Destiny. Don't ever fucking address me like that again.
Questions and then I seriously answer every single one of
Kardashians are lying to you.
Although
it sounds like a might is right then kind of thing. Then the person who ends up being right is just the person with the most amount of force behind whatever they think.
No, because it has nothing to do with being correct, but it does have a lot to do with what wins.